Hey, greetings everyone! Let's explore 10 key differences between Chinese and English, characters versus letters, sentence structure, grammar and cultural nuances. Culturally influenced number 1 is writing system. Languages differ significantly in writing systems such as alphabets, logograms and syllabaries. These variations arise from cultural, historical, and geographical influences. For instance, the Latin alphabet spread with colonialism, while Chinese characters evolved from ancient symbols. Such differences reflect unique identities and communication needs, shaping societies and their interactions throughout history. China's characters embody meaning. English letters unite to form words. Melodic number 2 is tones. Languages differ significantly in their use of tones. Chinese, a tonal language, relies on pitch variations to convey distinct meanings, exemplified by Mandarin's 4 tones, altering the meaning of identical syllables. In contrast, English uses intonation primarily for emotional expression and emphasis, not for altering word meanings. These differences arise from linguistic evaluation and cultural influences over centuries. Languages are trees. Tones are leaves, each unique in expression. Logical number 3 is grammar structure. The main difference between Chinese and English grammar structure lies in verb conjugations. Chinese has subject-verb-object structure similar to English, but with more flexibility in word order and no verb conjugations for tense. English, on the other hand, heavily relies on verb conjugations for indicating tense, aspect, and subject agreement, adding complexity to sentence construction. These differences may arise from the historical development of each language. The root of language differences lies in historical development paths. Structured number 4 is measure words. Chinese utilizes measure words or classifiers when counting nouns reflecting its linguistic structure and cultural nuances, such as for general items and for books. In contrast, English allows direct counting without classifiers, streamlining communication. These differences arise from historical language evolution and cultural emphasis on specificity, shaping the way each language expresses quantity. In Chinese, measure words distinguish nouns, English counts directly. Respectful number 5 is pronouns and politeness. The differences in pronouns and politeness between Chinese and English languages stem from cultural norms and social structures. In Chinese, the use of various pronouns reflects respect and hierarchy, while English primarily uses you across context. These distinctions may arise from the emphasis on tradition and social order in Chinese culture, compared to the more egalitarian values in English-speaking societies. In Chinese, pronouns show hierarchy. English uses you for all. Diverse number 6 is vocabulary and borrowed words. Chinese and English languages differ in vocabulary and borrowed words. Chinese creates new words by combining characters, while English borrows from various languages, resulting in a diverse vocabulary. These differences arise from cultural influences, historical interactions, and language evolution. English's history of borrowing from Latin, French, and Germanic languages contrasts with Chinese unique word formations. The linguistic divergence between Chinese and English reflects cultural influences. Profound number 7 is idioms and expressions. The main difference between Chinese and English idioms lies in their cultural references. Chinese idioms Chinese are deeply rooted in Chinese history and culture, often consisting of 4 characters with profound meanings. In contrast, English idioms are more universal and less tied to specific cultural contexts, making them easier for non-native speakers to understand. This reflects the historical and cultural differences between the 2 languages. The roots of language grow in cultural soil, shaping expression. Ambiguous number 8 is contextual meaning. The main difference between Chinese and English languages in terms of contextual meaning lies in their reliance on context. Chinese relies heavily on context to convey meaning, with a single word having multiple meanings based on the situation. In contrast, English has more explicit grammatical structures like articles and propositions to clarify meaning. These differences may arise from cultural and historical factors. The allegory of a river and a road represents how context shapes language. Analytical number 9 is verb aspect. The main difference between Chinese and English languages in terms of verb aspect is that Chinese uses aspect markers like le to indicate the state of an action, while English relies on disconjugation and auxiliary verbs. These differences may arise from the historical development of each language and their unique grammatical structures. Chinese uses aspect markers, English relies on tense conjugation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, please. Philosophical number 10 is cultural references. The differences between Chinese and English languages in terms of cultural references stem from their unique histories and societal influences. Chinese language is deeply rooted in historical events and philosophical concepts, making it challenging for non-native speakers. English, on the other hand, is more accessible to diverse audience due to widely shared cultural references across various English-speaking cultures. Chinese language rich in history, English more accessible and diverse. Thanks for watching, dear friend. Hit like or dislike. Please let me know what you liked or didn't like. I am off to make a new video.